Good morning, everyone. Let's wait for a couple of minutes so that we have people who come late. Right? Okay, so let me open this app. So we have one more, and okay, okay, Karishma, Manish, Oshin, Rupa, Achal. Achal, you were not there yesterday. Achal, can you hear me? Okay, so were you present yesterday? Okay. So, Achal, this is the biggest problem with this program, right? If you miss one day class, you will miss a lot of content, which is required, right? So I would, okay, okay. I would appreciate if you can, once the videos are available, go through those videos, right? All right. Who is missing? Who is missing? Karishma, Manish, Oshin, Rupa. All right. So let's begin the class, right? It is already 11:05, right? So yesterday we discussed about using in operator, right? So whenever we are passing a condition, we can use in operator. So you can see that we are named in Alice Carol Jane. All right. Now moving on to the next piece. This is a do loop, right? So I'm going to cover do loop thing, and this do loop has me to run uh, my logic for a certain condition, right? So let's think out a case where I give you 100 rupees and I ask you that Okay, as per the current market rate, which is uh, current saving is 4%. Now, how many years my money would be double? All right. So, so the question is, I just want to calculate in how many years my money would be double with 4% interest rate, and the interest is compounded. All right. So let's do this. So first I am defining that this is my interest rate, this is my amount, right? Now I'm using do. So what will do? Do will iterate my subsequent statement for the number of time I wanted to iterate. So I'm saying do I is equal to 1 to 10, which means do or assign value 1 to 10 to variable I, right? And a statement and you all know that total plus interest, right? So what will happen? This calculation will be done and the output will be assigned to the variable, because we did yesterday that some statement we can achieve this thing, right? So let me, and whenever we use do, we use and. So by running this with the interest rate of 4%, right? In 10 years, right, I will earn, or my money will become 148 rupees, right? Now, if you have to check, right, in 20 years, what would be my amount? You just need to change this to 20 and you need to run the code. Right? In 21, so in 20 year, my money will become 219. And why we are seeing this 21 and 11 in place of 10 and 20? So let me show you that thing. So if I write an output command over here, every iteration would be iterated and an output would be printed, right? This output should be before end. Right? So first year the money would be 104. Second year it is 108.16, 112.486, and this will keep on calculating the interest rate. And now do you see this is 20? So why previously we were getting 21, though the answer is same, 219.112, 219.112. However, in this column, which is, we can call it a year column, we can say that year, and this will be the number of years. So why here we got 21 and here we got only 20 in this column? Anyone have any idea about this? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. So as you all know that SAS run line by line and observation by observation, right? So if we are not writing this output statement, so what is going behind the scene is that for this year is equal to 1 to 20, the code will execute, right? So when it will come to top of this loop, right? And the next number would be 21. So this will check whether year is equal to 21, and then it will realize, okay, this condition is not true. However, at that point of time, value for year has changed to 21. So in that case, year's value will remain 21. However, the output will not be changed because the code will terminate here as the condition is not met. So पीछे क्या हो रहा था सीन सैस के कि ईयर वाले कॉलम हर बार आइटरेशन में एक वैल्यू ऐड करते जा रहा था. तो ईयर इज इक्वल टू 1, देन execute this, 2 execute this, 3 execute this, 20 execute this, and the moment it reach out to 21st, right, it will check the condition as year is equal to, year should be 21, but to check this, the value has already been turned out to be 21. Now the condition is failed, so the further processing will not be done. So next, this will not be run. So the output which were a 20th of iteration, right, will be there in the total column, but in year column, the number would increase to be 21. Now how the thing has changed? So the moment we write output, which mean we want output of each iteration. So after 20th iteration, right, the output will be there. The moment it will reach over here, no output will be printed because the condition is failed, so no output. Any question on this? Okay, try it yourself. Let me know once you're done. Okay. What about others? Rupa, Hitesh. Rupa and Sanchit. Okay, great. Any question on this? Okay, perfect. So let's understand one more uses of do loop, and now we are using do loop twice. So forget about this piece of code, right? Just concentrate on the data lines. So in line number 1, score for Sachin is given, and line number 2, score for Virat Kohli is given. रोहित शर्मा में नाम देने वाला था, पर रोहित पहले आउट हो गए. रोहित वापस आया नहीं है, अभी भी नहीं आया. So Sachin or Virat, their 5 scores are being given, but they are not given in column. It is given in row. Now we need to write, we need to read them in a tabular format, which means score for Sachin and the score for Virat should be in front of their name, right? So I am using do loop twice, right? So in the first do loop, I want this loop to run for group, and there will be 2 data points, which is Sachin and Virat, to run. तो इस लूप को कितनी बार चलना? 2 बार चलना, सचिन के लिए और विराट के लिए, right? Now second do loop I am using for scores, right? And here I want it to run for 5 times, and I am using input score double at the rate, which means double trailing. Then once you are able to read it, stop there and read it again. Stop here, read it again, stop it, read it again, and give me the output and end. So this inner do loop will be able to read this, and the outer do loop will be able to assign Sachin for first line and Virat to second line. So let me run it, then probably you will be able to get it. Sachin and Virat. 5 10. So how it works? So first do loop is started, and the Sachin is assigned to. So this is an iterative variable, right? This you can drop. If this bothers you, you can drop it here. Drop. Oh. So I is a iterative variable. I taken it. It is not dropping. Let me see. Is equal to symbol should be. Right? So I is dropped. Now what is I? So I is an iterative variable which I am using to run this loop, right? Here I have used Sachin and Virat to run the loop. So in the first iteration, Sachin will be run, and this do loop will start, right? In the second do loop, it will read this value for first iteration, second iteration, third, fourth, and fifth. Once this loop is over, then again this will reach over here, and now the loop will start for Virat, and again this will start. Once this line is over, everything will be over. So we have scores in front of Sachin and Virat. सो आई ओशिन मैंने इसलिए यूज किया कि लूप को कितनी बार चलाना है वो नंबर देने के लिए। जैसे ऊपर मैंने ग्रुप वाले के लिए जब 2 नाम दिए ना, वैसे नीचे वाले लूप को चलाने के 5 नंबर दे दिए। एनी क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस? Okay, I am taking this as no question. Now I am coming to my first question, which I started the, which I mentioned in the beginning of the class. If you need to calculate in how many years your money will become double. So in previous example, we were checking in how many, in 10 years, what would be my amount, in 20 years, what would be my amount. But if I have to check in how many years my money would be double, then I will use do until, right, or do while. So we have two more uh, do's, which is do until and do while. Yes, so to run a loop, you either need to provide, Oshin, you need to provide some values, right? Either in number, either in text, right? कि लूप को, इस लूप को कितनी बार चलना वो तो बताना पड़ेगा ना। तो जैसे, so in this example we have a fixed number of iteration, right? And we have defined in the beginning of the program. But in the second case, where I'm asking you to build a program for a situation when you want to calculate when your money would be double, right? With the interest rate of 4%. So how many years, right? In how many years with 4% interest rate my money would become double? And the interest rate is a compound interest rate. So what I'm saying, again, interest rate in total I have defined. Now writing a condition do until, which means run it, right, till the time where total is greater than 200. Why not equals to 200? Because we might not get exact 200 in this calculation, and if the if we will not get that exact amount, the loop will keep on executing. तो 200 तो कभी एग्जैक्ट 200 रुपए नहीं होंगे, वो 200 पॉइंट कुछ होंगे या 201 पॉइंट कुछ होंगे, 204 पॉइंट कुछ हो जाएंगे, बट एग्जैक्ट 200 शायद ना हो। तो जब उसको वो वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगी, ये लूप चलता रहेगा। And that's why we are using this greater than symbol. So we are saying do until total greater than 100, and we are adding year plus 1 so that we can calculate the number of years. And the next statement is the statement for calculating your interest rate, and output and end. So in 18 years, your money would become double. The 4% interest rate. So logic, Hitesh, logic very simple है. So do until जो कमांड है वो तब तक रन करती है जब तक वो कंडीशन मीट नहीं करती।
Jeet, my
Right?
question is like not really like onto the logic. My question is more towards how are we able to know, these commands like we have to use do until year plus one. So these kind of things, going into that do loop. Like in the previous till now, we have been doing like do this and this. So how are
Oh,
we going to do it? I know it's two different ways, like do grow, do until, and the first one was the normal do I do then. So
so
these
okay.
things, I hope
So
you're getting
whenever
what I'm trying to ask.
yes, so the first do which we have used a plain do, right? Uh, Whenever you know how many loops you need to run, right? Then you will be using simple do, and do until and do while you will be using when you are not sure how many iterations are required to fulfill your logic. तो यहाँ पे क्या था, यहाँ पे पता था कि मेरे को 5 ही वैल्यूज रीड करनी है, that's why I have used 5 1 to 5. Here also I know that I need to calculate interest for 20 years, but here I am not sure in how many years. So now I am calculating years. This money will become 200. So beforehand I don't know the number of iteration I require to run. So in that case, I will be using either do until or do while. All right, and we write that condition in the braces or in the bracket, and this is simple sum statement. This is simple creation of new variable and output. To get an output of each iteration, you need to write a keyword output and end your do. So wherever we use do, we need to use end, right? These are two things which is known beforehand. The only thing which you need to focus on, do until, and the condition which you are going to write. What if you are written like this? My system has gone for toss because this condition will never be true, and my system will keep on running. Did you see the output? Oh, this is still running, I believe. That is stuck. The 6 window is stuck. So give me a second. Let me fix this. So do you see one thing that okay, it is still running? Do you see the code is still executing because of the one thing which is I have written incorrect condition. Yes, it is going into infinite loop. Why? Because my value will never become 200. Exact 200, right? Come back. I think I have a good computing now. Okay. I think I need to shut close my session. I need to kill my session. Let me fix the window first. You see, you ran out of this space. And this is what I told you in the beginning. SAS will keep on executing your code until your machine does not support this. I need to do something. Okay. Okay, so we are back in the business. Let me open the file. Now, similar to do until we have do while, you know. So do while will keep on running until the condition is true. Till the time the condition is true. ये कब तक चलेगा? जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू होती रहेगी. और ये कब तक चलेगा? जब तक उसको 200 से कम वैल्यू नहीं हो जाएगी. This is also suggested that in 18 years, my value will become double. करके देखो एक बार. Format, okay. Format is simple that I have converted them into dollar 10.2 so that it put a dollar symbol and 2 decimal points. Oh, you can use exactly same number. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so you can use 7.2. This is just to show you if you have extra width, it will not impact how the values are looking. But if you are using less amount of digit, then definitely it will impact your output. डन, सबने कर लिया डू अंटिल डू वाइल से. Okay. So what is the difference between do until and do while? You might have this question, right? Let's say I made it a total greater than 200. What happened? It did not run, right? Why? Because it runs from top of the condition, which means सबसे पहले do while के अंदर ये कंडीशन चेक होगी और ये कंडीशन पहले आइटरेशन फेल हो जाएगी. और ये कंडीशन फेल क्यों हो जाएगी? क्योंकि टोटल इज नॉट ग्रेटर देन 200. क्योंकि टोटल तो हमने 100 डिफाइन किया, तो 100 200 से बड़ा कैसे हो सकता है? कंडीशन फेल, इसके बाद कुछ नहीं होगा. However, if I write this to this, it will run at least once. तो do until एक बार जरूर चलेगा. ओके, इतनी बड़ी कोड तो लिखो और फिर प्रोग्राम लिखो तो ही मालूम चलेगा. मैं नीचे लिखा हूँ, आपने कैसा है. ओके, ठीक है. तो डू अंटिल के बाद मैंने इक्वल्स टू नहीं लगाया, आप ध्यान से देखो. डू अंटिल के बाद जो कंडीशन को मैं ब्रैकेट में लिखा हुआ है. डन, सबको हो गया ये? अच्छा हो गया। अचल, संचित, वैसे संचित आपका तो हो गया। अचल एंड रूपा एंड मनीष। समझ में नहीं आया तो बोल सकते हो, अगर हो गया तो बोल सकते हो, अगर कर रहे हो तो भी बोल सकते हो। ओके, व्हाट वाज दिस? रूपा, श्री, हैव यू कंप्लीटेड? लगता है रूपा तक मेरी बात नहीं पहुंच पा रही है। ओके, सो आई एम मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, राइट? ओके, okay, let's wait for 1-2 minutes for Rupa to again. So the next topic which I'm going to cover is one of the most important topic, right? For data analysts, this is how we manage our data, right? How we merge our data, how we stack our data. So I am covering this topic once through data stack. Second, I will cover this the same topic, all the same example using procedures of Proc SQL. You need not to download anything separately, right? This is already there. This is what you cannot see. So, Rupa, let us know if your system is up. Okay. So, while working on any project, you need to be working on different data tables, right? And for that, you need to merge your data. So, I'm starting with a very simple example. So, before I start the thing, let me create one data set for my consumption. And says help.class data, you all know by now, right? We have 19 observation, 5 variables. Let me run this newly created data. So this data contains 9 variables and 9 observations and 5 variables. And out of those 5 variables, we have a different variable by the name of new var, and the data it contains is test. Okay, Rupa. So Rupa's laptop has started working. So I want her to complete the exercise so that we are working together, right? So while the Rupa is working, you guys can take a 2 minute short break, right? If required. Now it's 11:48. Let's meet at 11:50. All right. So Rupa, let me ping this program for you in the chat box. So I have created one data, uh, which contains 5 variables and 9 observations. And I already had one data which have 19 observations and 5 variables. 4 variables are common in both the data set, and 1 variable is different in both the data set, right? So now you are aware about the data set. So let me explain. For the first thing is known as concatenation. How you will concatenate two data, right? It's very simple. You just need to use a keyword set, name of first data set, name of second data set. Now, how this concatenation will happen, let me show you that. So it is just like stacking, that we are putting one data on top of other, right? And this new var is blank for 19 observation because it is not there in my first data set, and this height column is blank for this 9 observations because this height column is not there in my second data set. Any question on this? Okay, run at your end. Okay, so the next thing which we are covering, Rupa, is how to concatenate or how to add two data sets, right? In this edition, the first thing which we did, we have concatenated or stacking. This is also known as stacking of data. It's pretty simple. Done, everyone? किसी ने किया अभी तक?
Geet, I'm getting this issue when I'm adding this new.
What issue?
I'm getting an error. File work.new.data does not exist.
Okay, so your reference is incorrect, right? So the file name is incorrect. So the new file I have just created. Do you see this?
Okay.
Do you have this file? Yeah.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Maybe I've written an incorrect Cochrane statement.
So not merge the rows and column. It is merge to data set concatenation or to add to data set. I will explain the meaning of row and column merging. So merging is a little different, Rupa. It is stacking, that we are putting one data on top of other. In Python also we use merge keyword, right? But that merging is a little different, right? So here what we are doing, what we are, okay, this is my one data. I am putting another data which might be larger than this or which might be shorter than this, like this. But merging, so this is known as vertical merging, you call it. But in merging, generally what we do, we merge data horizontally, like this. Few column from this data, few column from this data. हितेश रन हो गया? And what of the others? So yes, Ashwin, do you have any question? Getting a singer, what error? Okay. So you mean to say you are not able to run this program? Let me see. Open a new file and just pasted the program which you have just. It is running perfectly fine. You have not run this program. You just simply run. You have written it, but you have not submitted that command. हो गया सबका क्वेश्चन हुआ सही okay now this is concatenation right that yeah horizontally we are putting one data on top of other now there is another method which is known as interleaving right in this we need to uh, merge data right or stack data on the basis of some variable so the command is data right set class or you can use SAS help.class give me a second so first data and second data by a common variable right so in SAS whenever we use a variable by name of by SAS में जब भी by कीवर्ड यूज होगा उससे पहले जो भी डेटा के लिए आप ये by यूज कर रहे हो that data should be sorted by this variable right so what we are doing we are sorting our SAS help.class data so we have used one procedure proc sort I will explain this later on in detail but for time being the objective of this procedure is to sort the data and give me the output so this command or this procedure will sort this data and save this into this data set and that variable will and the data is sorted by age so let me show you this data what is name class okay you see this is sorted by age 11 12 13 14 similarly there is another data with the by name of new which we have created for our own uses. We are sorting this data as well. So do you see that I have used out over here, not here? So the reason that I cannot sort this data because I do not have the permission, right? Or I do not have the access to this data to sort. And this is what exactly happened in the organization. You are not allowed to do anything on the original data. You just need to create another copy of it. And this is what we did over here. So once I have both the data, I can run this command. And do you see now the stacking is a little different or the interleaving a little different? So the data is sorted, and as and when the observation is occurring, it is being stored there. So पहले 11 वाले ही स्टोर करने, वो किसी भी डेटा सेट से आए, तो सबसे पहले 11 वाले स्टोर करो, फिर 12, फिर 13, फिर 14. Any question on this? So what I'm doing, I'm just leaving this for you to run at your end. Let me know once everyone is done.
Jeet, can you explain again the out equal to class difference in both of them, the first two cases?
In first case, we cannot. Okay, if I will not write this, right, what will happen? I will get an error, and by this error, you will understand yourself. So, right, select I do not have appropriate authorization level for library as help. कि मेरे पास इस लाइब्रेरी के अंदर sorting करने के rights नहीं हैं. तो क्या करना होगा? I want an output, right? So what I did, I sorted this data, but I created a copy of this by out command. And this is stored in my work library. And there I can store anything.
So basically, to use this library directly, need to use out equal to class, because data equal to new we just created in work library, right? So we can access it directly. But if
Then
we have if we need to use a the
no,
other permanent
we can we can
class
access a
files.
permanent data set, right? We can access it, but we cannot make any changes to its structure.
Okay,
So by sorting, you are trying to play with the data where it is stored, and this is not allowed in the organization as well. The data which you have been given access, you are not allowed to do all this stuff, and that's where the role of work library plays a bigger role. Then what we do, we extract data for our purpose, and we keep on storing that uh, in a work library by different name. Once our logic over, we delete the data. जस्ट सोचो, आप अगर आप आईआरसीटीसी की वेबसाइट, अगर आप आईआरसीटीसी के एम्प्लॉय हो, आपके पास सबके डेटा का एक्सेस है, तो क्या आप सबके डेटा का कुछ भी कर सकते हो? कंपनी आपको अलाउ करेगी? आईआरसीटीसी अलाउ करेगी? नहीं करेगी। तो आप क्या करोगे? आप अपने मतलब का डेटा, जैसे आपने यहाँ पे निकाला था ना, अपने मतलब का डेटा निकाल करके उसको टेम्पररी लाइब्रेरी में रख लोगे, ताकि उसको आप बार बार यूज कर सको, या उसको किसी ऐसी लाइब्रेरी में रख लोगे जहाँ पे आपको एक्सेस हो। जैसे अभी आप इस डेटा को वेब यूजर में रख सकते हो, राइट? बात समझ में आई?
yes.
ओके, नाउ दिस इज डन. This is another type of concatenation, but little differently, right? जो concatenation हुआ है, पहले कहते एक डेटा के ऊपर एक डेटा है, लेकिन अभी एक रो के ऊपर दूसरी रो है. This is only difference.
Can you explain again this one, Jeet?
So previously, what we are doing, we are stacking one data on top of other data, right? In this, we are stacking one observation on top of other observation. पहले हमने पूरा, ऐसे समझो, पहले हमने पूरा एक डेटा दूसरे के ऊपर एज इट इज रख दिया. अभी हमने क्या किया, उस डेटा को पूरा एज इट इज रखेंगे, उसको रो वाइज एक दूसरे के ऊपर स्टैक किया हुआ है.
Okay. So, where are we getting this difference? Like data new one, okay, we are calling the new one data that we had created before, set class new. So this is the statement which is overlapping it.
The statement say this is the same statement, right? The only difference is the usage of by. So now the concatenation will happen according to this variable which is referenced in by. So अब जो भी concatenation हो, एज के हिसाब से होगा. पहले किसके हिसाब से था? डेटा सेट के हिसाब से. नाउ जिसकी एज पहले पहले वो रो आएगी. पहले कहता है आपका रो कहीं पे भी हो, एक डेटा के ऊपर दूसरा डेटा आ गया, दैट्स इट. Okay. The next thing which we are going to learn is updating. So I want to update, on the basis of name. So what I will need to do, I need to again sort my data on the basis of name variable. Earlier we used age. Now we are using name. Alright, so before I show you the output of this, let me show you these two data sets. So what are there in this here? So class and new, this again we are going to use. So class contains the entire data, and this new contains. So I think I have changed one thing in the beginning. Let me show you that thing. So here I have changed the weight of Joyce to 100, right? However, the weight for Joyce is 50.5 kg in my class data set, but into new data set it is 100, right? Now I want to use the update command to update my class data with the new data. I want to update this with new data. So in update, only new information will be updated. In update, only new information class will be updated, which means the weight of Joyce would be updated, rest everything will remain same. Let me run and show you. And this information will also be updated, which is there in the new data set. तो अपडेट क्या करेगा, आपके पुराने डेटा सेट को या फर्स्ट डेटा को सेकंड डेटा की नई इंफॉर्मेशन से अपडेट करेगा. एंड दैट न्यू इंफॉर्मेशन कुड बी a new column or could be a new data point or data value. समझ में आया? All right. The next thing which we are going to learn is merging. And before I let me share the data first. Before I run this, explain this, let me share the data with everyone. So this is first data. And this is second data. Okay. So let me tell you what is this case all about. So Sanchit has a showroom in CP where he's this ice cream parlor, right? And he has employed few staff, and it's a very popular ice cream parlor, and he did not want to share his recipe with anyone. So what he did, he just installed a machine which contains only code of that particular ice cream, right? So the salesperson punched that number, and he got to know how many ice cream was sold on a given day. He is also maintaining one data set for himself, which contain the item code and their details. right? Now, in order to calculate what need to be ordered, he need to merge this data with this data so that he got to know B713 अब 29 बिक चुका है, अब इसका रॉ मटेरियल ऑर्डर करना है, बट इसके सामने तो रॉ मटेरियल कहीं लिखा हुआ नहीं है और इसके आगे सेल्स नहीं है, right? So how he can achieve this thing, we will learn in a while, but before that I would appreciate if you just run this code and create your data with same name so that there is no confusion later on. Let me know once you are done with the data. And you need to confirm in the chat box that you're ready with the data. जो लोग स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं ना अभी, प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे हैं, सिंपल सा से मतलब यही है। Only 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about you, Sanchit? Okay. Okay. All right. So we now this merging, which means okay that I am joining two data set horizontally, right? And merging we have in people who know this merging also known as joining, right? So there are 6 scenarios. So let me just give me a second. Let me explain the concept first. Then I will come to the coding. Okay, by the time it's opening, let me tell you one more thing, which is to merge a data set, we use a keyword merge and we use a keyword by. तो किस किस डेटा सेट को मर्ज करना है और किस की पे करना है मर्ज तो आप ज्वाइन तभी कर पाओगे जो दोनों जगह आपको सेम इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगी कि 5163 के अगेंस्ट 5163 का डेटा लेके आओ, राइट? कितना सेल हुआ, तो आपको कॉमन वेरिएबल चाहिए, राइट, विच विल बी यूज्ड इन दिस कोड एंड आपको दो डेटा टेबल चाहिए दैट यू विल यूज इन द मर्ज. ऑलराइट, but since we are using a by keyword, we need to sort our data. So before this, we have sorted our data sales and the DESC data I have not sorted because this is already sorted by code A, B, C, K, K, M, S, right? Now, the moment I merge them, oh, I have not sort. I have not created this data. I need to first run this data, right? So these are two data sets which I have. Now, while I am running this, do you see? My first data has 7 observation. Second data also has 7 observations. Now, when you merge these two data, how many observations are there? 8. Because 8206 is not available in this data, right? 8206 is not there. And this M315 is not available in sales data, M315. So there are 6 variables. So there, if this is my sales table and this is my description table, so 6 data points are common. One here is not common, one here is not common. And you merge them, this entire, the merge table will show you the total number of observations which are there in these two data. So your answer is 8. ये बात सबको समझ में आई? Okay, perfect. So now what we are going to do, right? We will discuss few more joins. So this is known as full join. जो अभी आपके सामने आउटपुट है फुल जॉइन मींस जितना डेटा दोनों टेबल के अंदर पूरा आ गया. So this is my table A, this is table B, or we call it left table and the right table. So this is a full join that every data point is coming in your output, right? Everything is coming. Now the next data set we have, or next join, or next merging we have is known as inner merging, where we need only this data, which is common in both tables. Then we have थोड़ा बड़ा बन गया पिक्चर, no worry. Then we have left join. लेफ्ट जॉइन में क्या होगा, लेफ्ट टेबल के अंदर जितना भी इंफॉर्मेशन है, जितना भी डेटा, वो डेटा प्लस राइट टेबल से ये कॉमन वाला डेटा, राइट, ये राइट में ये कॉमन है वही आएगा आउटपुट, ये नहीं आएगा, राइट. लेफ्ट जॉइन. नाउ देयर इज अनदर जॉइन व्हिच इज अ लेफ्ट आउटर जॉइन, लेफ्ट एंड आउटर जॉइन, व्हिच मीन वी नीड दिस डेटा ओनली. Right. Similar to this we have right join. Sorry, my let me do it one more time. So full join, is this, right? Left join is this. Left outer is this. Then we have right join, which means every data point in the right table and the common. Right outer join, and outer join. I think I forgot one join, which is inner join and outer join. This is outer join, and one join is inner join. This is inner join. Now you understand the data, right? As per data, let me choose a different color now. How many data points are there in the left table? 7 and 7 here. Out of the 7, 6 are common and 1 is here, 1 is here, uncommon. Right? So in this left join, how many data points will be there? The answers, please. So 1, 6, 1. It is suggest 7. Okay. And how many will be there in this outer join? Left outer join? 1. How many will be here in this inner join? How many will be there in right? 7. And right outer? Right outer we will have only one data point, right? And how many data points will be there in this? 2. Very good. Anyone has doubt on this? किसी को समझ में नहीं आई अभी तक कोई बात जो मैंने की है? अभी मैंने कोडिंग नहीं की है, अभी सिर्फ कॉन्सेप्ट समझा है। अगर आपका ऐसा डेटा है तो आउटपुट कैसे आएगा? All right, so let's do it through programming. So inner join, right? So what we are doing, we are using the same merge command. However, now we are using one reference variable by name of A. So this means for every value or says data, the value for A is true or 1. For every value of description, the value for variable B is true or 1. So what we are using the merge using the common variable, and now we are running if A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1. मतलब A के लिए भी true हो, B के लिए भी true हो. So what would be the output of this command? Is the common variable which are there. So 6 are common, that's why you got the information on this 6 variables. Sorry, observations. Run this.
Can you explain again once more?
So by using this small reference variable in is equal to A, we are so in the background a variable A will be created, and for every value for say the value of A is true or 1. So शेष इन इक्वल टू ए का मतलब ये हो गया कि मैंने शेष डेटा के लिए इन सब वेरिएबल के जो वाई में यूज हुए हैं उनके अगेंस्ट ए की वैल्यू एज ए 1 स्टोर करके रखी हुई है. दिस इज ट्रू राइट. अगर फॉल्स होती तो 0 आ जाता. Right. So and by code, so I'm merging them by code. If I'm putting a condition, if A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, मतलब वो A के अंदर भी होना चाहिए और B के अंदर भी होना चाहिए. तो कौन सा जॉइन है ये? इनर जॉइन. इनर जॉइन के तो ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि ये डेटा प्लस ये डेटा इन दोनों कभी भी मर्ज करो तो दोनों का आउटपुट ये वाला हिस्सा आना चाहिए. And you will get 6 rows of data. Now to run a left join, we were simply writing if A is equal to 1. एक के अंदर जितने भी कोर सेल्स है वो सारे के सारे हैं क्योंकि लेफ्ट ज्वाइन है, और उसके कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग अगर सेकंड टेबल में ब्लैंक है या ये वेरिएबल वहां नहीं, सॉरी ये ऑब्जर्वेशन वहां नहीं है, तो ये हमेशा ब्लैंक आएगा। The third thing is that now we are using left outer join, right? Here we are writing condition if A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, यानी कि A के अंदर तो होना चाहिए और B के अंदर नहीं होना चाहिए। If A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, सिर्फ इस एरिया के अंदर होगा। So the output would be 1. इतना रन करो, then I will ask few more questions. Let me know once you're done. In full join, you need not to write this. That's it. Or you need to write any X. Simple. Left outer, what should be the, कितने डेटा पॉइंट्स आएंगे मनीष लेफ्ट आउटर में? Here a full join. आपको 1 आया नहीं आया मनीष? लेफ्ट आउटर ज्वाइन हो गया? What about right join? Right join में क्या लिखेंगे? If B is equal to 1. Now we are taking data from the B only. Right join, right outer join. Okay. So I am giving you 5 minutes time to write the program for outer join. I want a program for this data. Consider the second graph, second circle as circle, right? So you need to write a program for outer join. Time starts now. सब लोग लिख रहे हैं ना? I will check in your screen. I will view access. I will check whether you have written it or not. So I'm not concerned about whether you're getting the right answer or wrong, but I will appreciate if you got the right answer. Full outer join, right? Program for the picture which I have drawn on the screen. Show me your code. और मनीष अभी अपना प्रोग्राम शेयर करना, ठीक है? लेट मी सी एवरीवन्स आउटपुट, देन आई विल। हितेश अपना दिखाओ, जो फुल जॉइन में कोई एरर आ रहा है। एरर क्या आ रही है? व्हाट इज एरर? हाँ, तो ये आपने डिस्क्रिप्शन में डेटा रन ही नहीं किया, फाइल बनी नहीं है। डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट का मतलब ही वही होता है, ये वाला डेटा बना ही नहीं है। डीईएससी जो करके डेटा वो बना ही नहीं है अभी आपका।
Can you scroll up and show me if I might have written some incorrect file name or something in the time? One more time, yeah, I can see. Okay. That's okay. Maybe I, yes, as I said, I incorrect file name.
All right, the time is up. So Manish, you can share your code. Correct. I have done it a little differently, but you can see, Manish, आपके वाला भी कोड लिखा हुआ है नीचे. So I titled if a plus b equals to 1. So you will get these two data points. So this is a we have done this merging through data step. We will do this concept one more time in SQL as well, right? So I would appreciate if you practice this. This is one of the most critical thing which it contains at least 50% of your work. If you ask me how important is this merging, 50% of the time you will be writing these codes only. Let me share these programs with you. So we have Manish, we have Ritesh, we have Kaisha, we have Rupa, we have Sanchit, we have Roshi, and we have Achal, right? ACH. Achal, what is your email ID? I think even Achal has left. सारे लोग हैं आज जो भी आए हैं प्रेजेंट हैं वो सारे लोग. Okay. So practice this as much as possible, right? And that is the only thing which can help you in acquiring this knowledge, right? And if you encounter any error, any challenge during the weekday as well, just write me an email so that at least either I will reply that. If I'm unable to reply you on that particular piece during the weekend, at least we can discuss during the weekend as well, right? Otherwise, you will forget what you need to ask, right? Any other question? So this is the midway, right? So your data step programming is over. Now we will move into procedures. All right. So I will, though your program have a few procedures, but I will cover a vast, good amount of procedures. So uh, again, the same thing that I will request you practice, practice, practice. That is the only solution, right? I will try my level best to give you as much as possible, and looking from the examination certification perspective, so that you can even apply for base certification. All right. and then we have ProcSQL, then we have macros. All right, so since there is no question from your side, uh, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Thank you, everyone.